Welcome to Tacugama Chimpanzee Sanctuary. This is the only chimpanzee rehabilitation center we have in Sierra Leone. And for now, we have 111 chimpanzees. So the main work we do here is we rescue and rehabilitate orphan chimpanzees. And the main aim, when we get a suitable release inside, we are looking forward to making sure they are living safely in the wild. But for now, Tacugama is the safest place for them to live. So we have different enclosures in the sanctuary. As we go through on the tour, you will see how they interact in their enclosures and the work we do more here. So here we have some information. We normally want our visitors to have an idea of the chimpanzees. And we normally tell them chimpanzees are one of the 4 species of great apes. And here we have lots of information. You will know how they interact, their tool use, their diets, and all. So we ask people normally to have a shot of this because we have many information. So you will figure out exactly how the chimps live and how they make and use tools as well. And even know their distribution. Across Africa, we have 25 countries where you can find chimpanzees. So we have them in different species, like 4 common species. Sierra Leone is home to the Western chimpanzee. You go to Central Africa, Eastern Africa, you see different chimpanzees there as well. Here we have a list of our international sponsors. The sanctuary mainly depends on foreign donors to run our programs. So we do outreach programs. We are working in 4 districts and 6 now across Sierra Leone. And most of these areas we have lots of chimpanzees living in the wild. And so all thanks to these sponsors. And also on the left side there, we have other corporate sponsors. We have Radisson Blue and few other sponsors. So the 111 chimpanzees we have in the sanctuary, we don't cluster them in one enclosure. We have different enclosures to pass them through. So just this area at the back of the painted wall, we have the quarantine. Now we have 6 babies that are going through health check. Because according to studies, chimpanzees are 98.6% genetically similar to human beings. So most of the diseases that affect us, they also can be infected. So when they complete the 90 days we give them here, we try to create artificial families. Because in the wild also they live in groups. Once they accept one another, we allow them to live as a group. So as we move on the tour, you will see them living together in groups of 15, 17 onwards. So these are ambassadors. They represent all the chimps we have in the sanctuary. Here we normally encourage our visitors to be a chimp guardian for $60 United States a year. Because taking care of the chimps here, the adults, it costs around $1,500 United States a year. So it costs a lot. And so the $5 you pay a month, that's a big help to Tacugama. And you want to be a guardian, you can do that online or you can register here as well. The choice is yours. And as you see, they all have names. Most of them, they got their names from their former pet owners. So when we rescue them, they know their names already, so we don't change the names. And they are so much intelligent that when we call them here, the caregivers, you see the chimps responding to their names. So Tacugama was founded in November 1995 by Bala Amarasekaran, his wife Shamila, together with the government of Sierra Leone. And the main purpose of the sanctuary is to rescue orphan chimpanzees, and we try to rehabilitate them. So the sanctuary started with 8 chimpanzees in 1995. Now in 2022, we have 111 chimps in the sanctuary. So the number keeps on increasing because in Sierra Leone, people are in the habit of killing chimpanzees for their meat and also having other chimps captive, especially the babies, as pets. So this is where Tacugama is involved to make sure these chimps are rescued and well taken care of. So here we have list of the babies we have. We have 31 in total. They are all orphan. Most of them, they were present when the whole family is killed in front of their eyes. So they are traumatized. So one of the things that we do for them to forget about the trauma is getting them together in groups. So once they see friends, they play with each other in the groups. With time, they get to forget about the trauma. So as you see, their names, their ages, and all. So just at the back of those cages, we have a smaller enclosure. For now, you cannot see them. I'm so sorry about that. But at the end of the tour, if you are not scared of height, we will climb a tower and from there you will see them. And just after these 2 cages also, we have a smaller enclosure. There are 2 chimps there. One of them is the oldest. His name is Tom, and Tom is 43 years old. Normally, as they grow older, they are more aggressive. So he refused to integrate with the other chimps when we tried him. That's why they made a smaller enclosure and managed to find a friend by the name of Nico. Only the two of them are getting along. So for the babies, we have a store, the milk room for them, because they are not with their mothers here. So we have to take care of them just like we do with human babies. So we have to give them milk. This is the milk room where we keep their milk. So we give them more of SMA Gold milk, Nutri-Lac, and the likes, just to keep them more strong and healthy. Also, as you see, in memory of Pinky, the amazing white chimp, at one point here at Tacugama, we used to have an albino chimp. And normally coming across albino chimps, for example, is very, very rare. So just like humans, when you are suffering from albinism, you sometimes get problem with the eyesight or with the skin. So for Pinky, her problem was with her eyesight. She used to have one brown eye and one blue eye. So one rainy afternoon, she miscalculated her steps from a tree and she fell and her spine got broken. So she did not make it. That was in 2002. And she was just about 3 years old when she passed away. But there are interesting stories about Pinky. You want to know more? You can even go to the internet, you type Tacugama Forest of Hope, or we have DVD plates in the gift shop here at Tacugama. You can purchase one and just get the story. Every group here in the sanctuary, we have lists showing their names, their ages, so we can easily identify who is who in the group, because they all, facially you look at them, they look alike, but they have different personalities, so we can tell them apart easily. So let's go upstairs and just have a look. So thank you so much for visiting Tacugama, and this is just like a bonus, the 70 feet tall tower where you climb and view the forest area, the protected area around Tacugama.